Yeah, who wants somebody to order you around? You're not a kid, and none of us are. None of us are kids. We even see where this guy was saying China is preparing China's preparing for war with the U.S. You know what I'm saying? I guess with U.S. Asia by uh, partnering with Russia. You know, experts more. I mean, what did you want? We knew that was going to happen anyway because that's the game that y'all playing. You see? You know, and the regular people is going to have to start coming along and paying attention before this thing gets, too out of hand, and you find yourself in an apocalypse. Because that's the type of thing what is good. That's the type of thing they like to do. They've been doing that for years. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I could break it down. They did it in Germany, they did it here, they did it there, they did it in every single world war was based on that whole ideology of trying to curb the world into a new world order. And by doing these things and this, and many people losing their lives, thinking valiantly that this is all good. And when it comes out, it's no more than a trickery to bring in some rules and regulations and still this a more tighter grip on the world as we move forward. You know what I'm saying? We see this going on. And once it starts, it's the same thing I said in the very beginning when it came to coronavirus. Once you feed into it, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna keep going and going and rolling and rolling because you feed into it without having any oversight or any research as to what is going on based on what you see. You know what I'm saying? What you see is not what is going on, but it's going on. You have to understand that as an adult, it's camouflage. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing if you're walking on the street and somebody's playing three card Monty. You know what I'm saying? You see the card or you see the trick. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. But by the time the trick is pulled, you know what I'm saying? You just went along with it and said, oh yeah, I lost, here go my money. You know what I'm saying? It's the same game they play when they do these wars and these different things that they have broken down over the many years coming through. Because what they don't understand is where you're speaking about conspiracy, that's what they want you to talk about. So you stay away from the truth until the truth hits you or hits you so hard that there is no way for you to stop it. And this is what happens, same thing going with coronavirus. Then we also have to take into account the matter of those who were not born or further back, and even those that who were born further back were not doing any type of research based on anything, and even them that are here now might be doing. A lot of people might be doing that research, but there's a lot of them that don't, and we do not see any understanding of bringing the world court, bringing the people's court to justice. You know what I'm saying? Where we bring forth these people for uh, crimes against humanity based on scheming as well. We don't want to just see the whole game be played and then a bunch of people are dying and then blown to smithereens of rape and killing all babies and all this different stuff and genocide and all this going on, to then be talking about how bad it is because it's too late. The people are already lost and losing their lives, and Ukraine is on the verge of complete destruction if Zelensky, crazy behind acting self comedian, don't come off the dime and get to doing what he got to do. So obviously either he's down with it and was paid off, or he was paid through them, or he's involved somehow, or he was put there to do exactly what he's doing right now. A whole lot of talk. You know what I'm saying? He better get them troops moving more hard. You know what I'm saying? And why would America or Biden and his son have any involvement, anything to do over there prior to a war that breaks out into a nuclear situation is what people need to start looking more carefully and more into. You know what I'm saying? While we're busy worrying about the election, we should be worrying about our lives as a whole. Because if this thing goes the wrong way and they start doing the garbage they do, they're going to displace life as we know it in many, many, many ways while people are joking around, playing it to the last pump. You know what I'm saying? But we see NATO, you know what I'm saying? We see NATO now, say that Russia, you know, is regrouping to try to take Ukraine, I guess Donbass or whatever the place is. I guess another city in Ukraine. You know what I mean? But I'm looking at Ukraine as a large city that was there, and everything seemed to have been going so good. And then at the same time, all of a sudden, this city is completely bombed out. People are massacred, and so forth. And the reports coming in, as we see, what is alleged or true or not, it is in my book. And it's garbage and holy Luciferian bullshit of your fake ass Bible that you were able to create because you got into these governments and got into these secret societies and these different things signed you up and all these different garbage Luciferian foreign shit to where you even going back even further to we know where it's coming from the top. You know what I'm saying? But we have to call no name. You know what I'm saying? But Zelensky tells you and Russian leaders, you know what I'm saying? He tells the leaders must be brought to justice. That Russian leaders must be brought to justice of their war crimes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you are also, because I believe somewhere you're involved. Don't give me that bullshit. We see Europe, they'll propose a ban on Russian coal imports. You know what I'm saying? Squeezing the country. The EU allies expels, you know what I'm saying, I guess 1.49 something Russian 149 Russian diplomats in 2 days after Botch killing. Hmm. You see? You see? Yeah, a whole lot is going on. The Pentagon to send 10, I guess it's called Swatchblade drones, other equipment to Ukraine. Ramping it up, nice and fresh. Jokes, creepy, creepy, bow, bow. You know what I'm saying? This is what people voted in. This is what people voted in. Yes, yes, yes. This is what people voted in. The terror waves in Israel. We see a terrorist going on, demands for Biden administration in false evaluation option. Let's see, as he sits there playing his game, and people are suffering in all ways. So we need to know what it is that is going on. I mean, now we see. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. You know what I mean? But we got to start out the world all over. Terror waves in Israel demands Biden administration ends false evaluation and options. You know what I'm saying? Israel last week went from experiencing a national high as Israel hosts for the first time on the soil of a regional summit with the foreign ministers of 4 Arab countries and U.S. Secretary of State, you know what I'm saying, Antony Blinken. The national mourning as the waves of the terror attacks on the country led to uh, a bloodbath that left 11 Israelis dead. These events, you see what I'm talking about? Every time we turn around, we're talking about dead. Why is, I don't care where anybody is on the planet, what they may have invaded or what they may have done, we know the deal, we know the drill. So now everybody should be by now settling out. I mean, we're looking at 40, 50, 60 years of democratic rule all over where people are consistently going back and forth. People are ceasing to overthrow one another. People are ceasing to take revenge on one another. So people are now the Israelis are there, they are there. You know what I'm saying? There no need to be hurting them. And this, why can't people just, and then it seems like that. You know what people probably say in the background? That ain't never happened. Why not? Why can't people work things out? If you all want to share in my ancestor stuff or share this planet as well, we don't see no end to the garbage that's going on. You know what I'm saying? We see Fox uh, viewers transform after watching CNN for 30 days. You know, reports findings. I know why CNN did it. Secret Service is renting a 30,000 a month Malibu mansion to protect Hunter Biden. 32 billion zillion mansion while we out here sucking lemonade and peanuts. You know what I mean? Peanut and a pina. We out here, sucking lemons and peanut. You know what I mean? He gets to get whisked off in his big plane and stuff to Malibu. In a mansion. You know what I'm saying? To protect Hunter Biden in a big mansion. What protection he got in a big ass mansion? No, but he getting the works for screwing up the world along with his father, helping his father to do so. The Biden and Ukraine, saying like I said, that Ukraine, that what's going on in Ukraine, to me, lying solely on the Biden administration, and I don't care what nobody says. And that's the way it gonna be.